you guys didn't make the NCAA tournament?
Very disappointing. You know, for a number of reasons. First and foremost is I love coaching this team, and I love being the coach of this program, but you know, baseball deficiencies aside, these guys invested a lot, and they did accomplish some things. I think, you know, being listed as the first team out kind of summed up our season. You know, there was a few games that we left on the table where we didn't perform well enough to win, and so being just short, you know, it kind of seemed like I wasn't surprised. Let's just put it that way.
Did you think it was unfair in any way, the decision to not put you guys in?
You know, I've been on both sides of this thing a number of times, and mostly on the positive side, you know, over the course of 3 programs. It's very difficult to make the tournament. You know, there's 33 at-large bids, and when one conference, right or wrong, gets 9 of those, there's 24 at-large teams in the country. So we have control of 1 of 25 bids, and so that makes the margin for error really, really small. And we just missed on the margin of error. I mean, the Big Ten champion, that's a regional host in Minnesota. I mean, we had the lead in the 9th inning, you know, 2-1, and lost. You know, we lost the lead at San Diego State, who was the Mountain West champion. And then, you know, going down the Pac-12, I mean, we're ahead 4-0 at Utah. We're ahead 4-0 at Cal. You know, the Stanford game, you know, we're 1 strike or 2 strikes away. We're up 3 in the 9th and lose. It's like those things are going to come back to bite you, and it's tough because it wasn't for a lack of preparation, focus, or effort. We just didn't finish those things, and so you know, I have a lot of pain for those guys on the team, and you know, I think they persevered through a lot of things. I think winning 34 games on the West Coast and in the Pac-12 and having an RPI under 40 or under 50, that's going to do it. You know, I mean, that's one of the appealing things about being here. I think college baseball shifted a little bit, you know, and that committee has a tough job. And, you know, the only thing that we could have done to put ourselves in a better position is probably close out 2 more of those games, maybe even 1. You know, it's really hard to say, and year to year is different. You know, I think back to 2015 in Nevada, that committee would have put us into the tournament. And I think about, you know, Arizona season this year would have been put into that tournament, you know, back then. So it's, you just don't know. I just know the margin for error is really small, and we fell on the wrong side of it.
So if you had Ray Tanner on the phone, is there anything you wanted to ask him? Or?
Hey, I did everything that I could in the last 48 hours and really over the last week to best position ourselves. I did not speak to Ray directly. Some of the piece that I have is that guy's a coach, and as he said on the show, is he's been on both sides of it, and that's one of the best coaches in college baseball history. You know, I didn't talk to him specifically. Outside of that, we did everything that we possibly could to position ourselves. After the series was over, I did not do much during the series at Oregon. We focused on playing because that was the best case you could make. After that, I mean, it felt like I was trying to run for president. And we made some strong arguments, and you know, it's tough. This is a tough day.